G'day everyone, welcome back to Steve's Place Down Under. This morning I woke up thinking I might give you another video to try and boost some viewers, boost the channel a little bit. This is an R-170 I got off, it was an ex-circus truck, so it used to cart elephants around, believe it or not. It probably sat up there for 40 years at the least, uncovered. So it had the oil filler cap was off, the carburetor was open. When I got it, I filled it right to the top with oil, to the top of the filler cap, so and had some down the carburetor as well. I'm sure it's stuck. I'm sure it was stuck. So what I've done is I've already pulled it apart. Now it was going to be a will it start episode, but I've got a new camera and what I thought I was recording, I wasn't. So all you've basically missed is me talking about it, trying to turn it over, which I got a bit of, trying to turn the flywheel over and basically making the decision of pulling the head off and seeing what was wrong with it. So all you really missed was me undoing a couple of lines and taking the valve cover off and making that decision from the flywheel not turning to coming up here. So the reason it's going to be a shorter video because I missed a lot of it. I was missing a lot of like cleaning the top of it, blowing it all down. All that was what I thought was filmed was actually turned off. So I'm still going to post it anyway because it's been a complete waste of time otherwise. But there's still good footage taking the head off, showing what happened, and it'll be a start to the when we assemble it and try and start it in the next video. So I'll try and make it a two-part video. So hopefully enjoy what you do see. You can see the dings in the roof from the elephants. That's why the chassis is so rotted too. Carting animals, they piss all over it. And you see she's all swollen there. 11 tonne of elephants they used to put on it, so what would that be, 2 or 3 I'd imagine, not sure what they weigh. Crate was well and truly rotted off it when I got it. So a 6-cylinder petrol, not sure if it's a 282 or 281, whatever they were in those days. It's an R-170. You can see how long she has sat, it just looks like it. So factory fitted Joey box, which is only 2-speed, you can see the 2 sticks. There's the Joey there. And then she comes back here to Bogey Drive, but rather than have a through shaft, she's got the second shaft going up over the top of the axle into the back one. Fairly unique for its time. It's even got a power divider lock there. Hendrickson walking beam. It's pretty heavy duty for the time. Well, I thought, I was having a coffee on the veranda this morning. I don't generally do this Sundays, but this is actually in my garden. Never ever seen it run. There may be some photos of it, but loaded with elephants. I'll see if I can try and ask someone about it. But I thought I'd just try and, rather than dig for all the stock down the back to get content, I thought I'd just try and see what this one does. Didn't expect the whole thing to turn.
Are you filming?
Okay, always make sure your push rods are the same length if you're going to mix and match them like I'm going to now. If I was doing it professionally, I'd put them in a bit of cardboard and keep them in the same order, but as long as they've got clearance is all that's going to matter for this. Just see that sludge there coming out. If it's mixed with water and oil, just get the pushy out of the back one. Okay. Now to see if this gun undoes these head bolts. I've got my doubts. Not enough torque. I'm gonna have to break them all first. Thing is with these long bolts, they flex. There's too much flex in them before when you rattle them like that. Doesn't feel real good. I don't like the feel of that at all. It's doing that, it's right. She's... Not in the exact order they should be, but... Oh, my arm's dead. Okay, so it's all been undone with the bar. I'm just going to try the gun again now. Because they're so long and they flex the bolts, the impact does nothing. Get that off if I go any further. Oh, not too bad. It's got a really nice smelling, I don't know if it's Loctite or some sort of sealant on the bolts. Like a sweet smell, like it's just been put on. Would have been on there since it was brand new, probably. Just unbolt that water pump while I'm here because it's still connected to that bottom hose and the fan's not going to come through that shroud. Okay, that's going to be heavy. Right, I'm going to see how I go lift the head off myself without a forklift or anything. If it's too heavy, I'll go and get one. But it is off, it's loose. Certainly a big lump of iron. Just got nowhere to put my foot down here. Fairly certain I'm not putting it back on like this. I think Super Cheap Auto is going to have one of them in stock this afternoon. Can of copper coat or something, we'll reuse that. Okay. Oh. So this is the reason, even if I did get it to turn, you wouldn't want it to turn. Well, you wouldn't want to leave the head on, because all this would have stayed in there. Every bit of that's water, so every cylinder has water in it for some reason. Oily water, which is good, but it's still water. Every one, so I don't know how that would have happened unless it's filled right up past the rings. The whole thing's full. The bores aren't terrible. So number 4 is. Okay, a little bit of cleaning and might let it soak for a week or something, and probably give that starter some attention too while the head's off, while I can get to it. I guarantee it won't work either. Do that on the bench in the shed. It would have copped full water over the last 60 years without the bonnet sitting over it. It's not terrible. As long as I can get it to move, I think it'll be okay.
What's all the pieces?
Huh?
What's all the funky stuff?
Oh, rust. Shit, I don't know where it come from. Dust over the years getting in her, and it's strange because every valve would have to have been open for them to fill up, unless it's come up from underneath past the rings, which makes sense because it had no oil cap over all them years, and it would have filled right up to the top. But I filled it right up with oil many years ago when I first got it. I think it has preserved it because it's all oily water, which is a start. Watch out. Okay, I'll go and get a mixture of acetone and ATF and fill those up and let them sit for a week, and just lift the head down and show you all that. I might lubricate that starter too. Just lubricating the starter and the generator here. Probably too late for it all, but it's going to try and preserve it until I can get to them. They're usually not too bad if the water can fall straight through them, not like those tractors with that rust band around them. It's sort of, well, that band that holds the water in, that's when they rot the brush holders out of them. God damn, that's heavy. Ugh. Okay, it's not great. I'm not going to lap any of them in, I'm just going to blow them out. If it starts firing on a few of them, and then they'll bed back in. I'm not going to that extreme just to see if it, excuse me, see if it goes. All right, everyone, that's going to do this episode. It won't start yet, obviously, but it will. So I'll just try and make a two-part thing out of it. But before I let you go, please hit that like button. Please click the notification. A lot of people have emailed or private messaged saying they haven't been getting notifications. So please do that so you know when we post. Please subscribe. It's just going to help this channel grow. So thank you to all the supporters, the Patreon members, and for all those magnificent comments we get. See you all in the next one.